to the first episode of TJ Stats. It's going to be a podcast series that I do with baseball reference. We basically pick a player or players or a team, whatever we choose to do that day, and we're just going to break it down, kind of talk about some of the cool, unique stats and whatnot of certain players and whatnot. So with today's episode, I picked up Plácido Polanco, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. So, if I don't know if a whole lot of fans know who this particular player is, and I'm going to learn more about her as we go here, but played second base, third base, and shortstop, so he was an infielder. And just looking at his stat sheet, played for the Cardinals from 1998 when he started his career to 2002. Looks like he was traded mid-season to the Phillies, and we can look and see who all was involved in that trade if we get to that. And then after being with the Phillies for some time, looks like he went over to Detroit, and then eventually in another trade, and then eventually made his way back to the Phillies, and then eventually wrapped up his career in 2013 with the Miami Marlins. So for folks that don't know baseball reference, he doesn't have any offensive stats that show this, but if you see any bolded stats that shows that was the highest that year, if it was bolded and italicized, means they were tied for first with somebody else. And then at the bottom here, where it shows the career normals, they'll be highlighted in yellow if it's like an all-time record. So we'll get to some of those players at some point, but let's kind of dive in year by year here. So looking, fairly decently healthy player. Played 140 or so games, a good number of years it looks like. Career batting average, he was a 297, so almost a 300 hitter, which is pretty good, especially in today's game. So let's just kind of take a look at, I can do it by highest or lowest. I just wanted to highlight the whole column. So started at 254. Looks like, actually, let's do it this way. So it looks like his best year was, batting average was 341. Wow, that's a high batting average. And he did that in a year where he won the Silver Slugger. I'd hope so, especially, that year he played second base. So yeah, second base having a 340 batting average, that's awesome. Looks like that was his highest finish in MVP voting, as you can see on this column over here, with the 17th place. So one of his 3 Gold Gloves there. So let's see. OPS plus 121. That's a good number. 269 total bases. That's pretty solid. Let's see. 9 home runs. Winning a Silver Slugger with 9 home runs. That really doesn't happen a whole lot these days. Had a couple triples. 36 doubles. Looks like that was the highest. Yep, that was the highest in his career as well in a single season. Let's see. I think this is just his one of his best years. Actually, they have 2005 as his best hitting season with a 128 OPS, but significantly less total bases. Let's see how they got. Let's see. OPS is the exact same. Slightly higher slugging percentage, marginally less on base percentage. 338. Okay, OPS was 128, but okay, I see it now. Played in only 86 games. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the mid to later 2000s was kind of like his prime there. Let's see. Go back to that 2007 year. 30 strikeouts. Now that you barely see anymore. 37 walks. So he had a year. How many times did he do this? Where he had more walks than strikeouts. There's 1, 2, almost 3 there. Wow, so twice. You don't see that anymore. So he had 2 years where he had more walks to strikeouts, so that's got to help, right? Highest 341 on base percentage, so he was getting his walks. I'm sorry, that was his batting average, 388. So yeah, getting his walks there like we showed there. 7 stolen bases, not too shabby, right? Not the fastest guy by those metrics, but 67 RBIs, so he's doing that. So I think I've known this as well. I want to say he's the only player to win a Gold Glove at 2 different positions. So if we look at, he played second base. It looks like that's all he played. I don't know what the H and the D stands for here. I think D is the designated hitter. Well, regardless, played second base. Won a Gold Glove there, and that was at 07, that good year that we pointed out. And then, let's see, then he won another. His second Gold Glove was also at second base. But then it looks like in 2011, yeah, he would have been. 'Cause in 2011, that would have been the year. That would have been while he was in Philly, and Chase Utley would have been at second base. So he won a Gold Glove at third base. So not only was he winning a Gold Glove two different positions, he was doing it in a position where arm strength became more important as he's in his age 35 season there, as we can see by right here. I don't want this all the way highlighted. Yeah, so overall, he was top 25 MVP twice, 3 Gold Gloves, 1 Silver Slugger, and 2 All-Star appearances. And then let's see, ALCS MVP. When did he win that? How can I show playoff? Okay, postseason. Okay, so 2006, he would have been the. Was that when he won his ALCS MVP? Oh, this was making it look like he won the Gold Glove. I was like, wait a minute, I missed something. No, they're splitting that up. Okay. Yeah, so in 2011, yeah, because he played 113 games there, played 1 game at second and 1 game at DH. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Yeah, so I'm guessing that ALCS MVP was 2006. He's in Detroit. So let's look at. Let's go all the way back to 2000. Ooh, scroll too fast. 2006 ALCS. Okay, so I've been Detroit against the Oakland A's. Yeah, okay, yep. Plácido Polanco, yep, right there. Okay. Now, that was the year the Cardinals beat the Red Sox. That was actually the same year Justin Verlander was a rookie, so that's how far back we're going a little bit here. But yeah, okay, so won the ALCS MVP against the Oakland A's in 2006. Very nice. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's see, what else do we have on here? Okay, so then looking at his career numbers, slightly under average, below average hitter in his total career at 95 OPS. Yep, and that high on base percentage, closer to 3.5, and over 1,000 runs, 700 RBIs, 297 hitter, like we said, kind of more that slap hitter, like we were talking about. Over 100 home runs, 2,000 hits. That's a good plus. 7,200 at bats, very nice. Then a 41.9 wins above replacement. That's what WAR stands for those that don't know that. Let's see. Okay, so then just looking here. Going to his postseason batting, how do you do? Oh wow, so it looks like so this is a player value. Very cool. I like that. Okay, so basically they're saying if your WAR is okay, we're looking right here, guys. So 8 wins plus is usually MVP is what they're indicating. 5 plus is an all-star. 2 plus is a starter. So let's see. Or I'm sorry, that's for WAR. I'm looking at wins above replacement. Or wins above average. Sorry, I'm getting that wrong. Okay, so let's see. 2 plus to be a starter. He was that a good chunk of his career. So all-star was 5. So he's close. Oops. He was close here in 2005. Let's see. Yes, 2003. Yep, at a 4.6 WAR. 4.5 2001. 2008 4.4. 6.1 in that 2007 year that we were talking about before. That's cool. That's a good number. Yeah, and fairly equal time at a lot of the different places he played at. 7 years in Philly with 2 stints there, as we saw. Detroit 5 years, St. Louis 5 years. Let's see. Postseason batting. There we go. Let's see. So no playoff home runs or triples. 13 RBIs. 3 stolen bases. 250 hitter. Slugging. Ooh, he did not slug at all in October. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, all in all, 36 total bases in 38 games. You know, for a leadoff guy, it's about a hit a game. So I mean, that's all right. 32 hits. So yeah, almost a hit a game, like I was saying. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. His best series would have been the one where he won that MVP in 06 against the A's. In the division series, okay, so he had a pretty good 2006 batting until the World Series when my Cardinals took care of business there in 06. Love seeing that. Okay, and then the NLDS against the Phillies in 2010. That would have been the year where Roy Halladay threw that no hitter in the playoffs, second only to Don Drysdale, I think. No. Oh, it's escaping. That doesn't sound right, but that was that same year. Okay, and then the Giants when they took care of business there, and then 11 there when the Cardinals then again took care of business in 2011. So that's cool. Let's see. So drafted by the White Sox of the amateur draft from Miami-Dade College. 93. Okay, and then I guess he decided to not do that. And then the Cardinals drafted in the 19th round of 94 from Miami-Dade College, the Wolfson campus. Let's see. 47 years old, born in the Dominican Republic. Cool. What else can we learn about him? Oh, cool. Yeah, let's look at this page. Okay, so Hall of Fame, got knocked out the first year. He's eligible. Yep, so tucked in gold gloves. Okay, so in 2005. Okay, he was second. Okay, so he almost had the batting title a couple of times. Okay, hit by pitch 101 times. 87.5 stolen base percentage. It's third place in 2003. Okay, sacrifice hits, so he knew how to put the ball in play when needed to. Or, I'm sorry, let's look at sacrifice flies. That's what I meant. Okay. 201 double plays ground into his career. Okay. Oh, I didn't look at hits in a season. Let's go back up. Oh, he did have a two. Okay, yep. 2007, that same year we keep talking about. He had a 200 hit season. Nice. Closest after that, looks like he was in the 170s a couple of times, 3 times. Okay, let's go back down to this page here at the bottom. So for start, we talked about that. Wow, that 6.1 was 7th in the league, the American League for WAR for position players. Okay, so 19 wins above replacement defensively. Let's see. Wow, had the most putouts at second base, 2008. Wow. Giving you one some gold gloves, that's fair. Oh, he's the oldest player in 2013. Wow. So 2013, 30-70 is the oldest player. Wow, that's kind of young for oldest guy, right? Okay, similar hitters. Okay. So they're saying him and Joe Mauer are similar type hitters. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, transactions. I like this. Here we go. So drafted by the White Sox and then Cardinals. Saw that. So Cardinals traded to him with Bud Smith, Mike Tim went to the Phillies for Doug Nickel, Scott. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so that was how they got Scott rolling. Okay, so that's interesting. That was a free agent 04 and signed as a free agent. Okay, so they stayed with the Phillies by signing a contract. And then traded to the Tigers for Ramon Martinez and Utheth Urbina. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. And then granted free agency. And signed back with the Phillies in 09. Granted free agency then. Signed with the Miami Marlins. Granted free agency after that. And then just kind of retired after that. Ooh, let's see. His highest paid year as a player. Okay, was $6.25 million from the Phillies in his age 36 season. Okay, about $50 million. That's definitely a sharp stick in the eye, right? 5'9", typical second baseman there. Yep, middle infielder, average has hits. Yeah. Never won a World Series. But he got to one in 06 with the Tigers. Cool. So that is the career of Plácido Polanco. Thanks for joining, guys. Hopefully you guys like this format. This is the first of many that we'll see. But yeah, come check it out. Going forward, we'll be having them on Spotify, or if you want to watch the video format where we're kind of diving into the page like I did here today, you can see me doing it. These will be on YouTube. But overall, thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the next one.